This is your section 46 share certificate. Read with company share capital and debenture rule 2014. Share certificate shall be form SH1, the name of the person to whom such is issued, the nominal paid up amount on share, and the distinctive number of the share to which it relates shall be mentioned. The subsection 1 states the certificate under common seal, if any, shall be under common seal or shall be signed by two director or one director and a company secretary where there is one. It is the mere evidence that the person who holds the title of the share in the company mentioned in it. Talking about the duplicate share certificate in form SH2, if it's lost or destroyed, torn, defaced, mutilated, surrendered to the company. Rule 5 of issue of share certificate, board resolution and surrender of letter of allotment is required or any fractional coupons. If lost, the company may impose reasonable terms and conditions in the case of letter of allotment or any kind of fractional coupons. Issue SH1 along with the name, share to which it relates and the amount paid. It shall be signed by two directors under a common seal if any in presence of person who is required to sign the certificate, by a director and CS if any. In the case of one person company, one director and CS or any person authorized on this behalf. By any means, digitally or electronic sign other than by way of rubber stamp. And the particular required to be entered in the register of members. Rule 6 issue of renew or duplicate certificate. So surrender the old certificate along with the fee subject to 50 rupees or as the board may decide, not beyond that. Where the shares certificate is lost or destroyed, prior approval of board of director is required. In the case of listed and unlisted company, where we're talking about the listed company, it shall be issued within 45 days, and in the case of unlisted company within the period of 3 months. The particular of share certificate is required to, in given in a register maintained for this purpose, renew or duplicate, and shall be issued in from SH2 and be kept in the custody of CS or any person authorized in this behalf at the register office of the company. The share certificate so issued the share certificate so issued shall be mentioned that has been defaced and cancelled immediately in the bold letters if the certificate is surrendered. If the certificate is surrendered, shall be mentioned the deface or cancel immediately in bold letters. Talking about Rule 7 of the company's prospectus and allotment securities, the blank form to be used for the issue of share certificate shall be printed, shall be done by only on the authority of board, and the blank form should be machined and numbered. The form block engravings, facsimiles used shall be under the custody of company secretary or any person authorized in this behalf who shall be accountable for this purpose. Whom to consider as a committee of board is authorized or the company secretary. No company secretary, director authorized by board for such purpose. Books mentioned be preserved for the period of 30 years and disputed has to be kept permanently. The record of depository is prima facie evidence for the shares in depository form. So the register mentioned kept under section 11 of the Depository Act shall be sufficient to consider a person being the shareholder of the company. Uh, Talking further, in case of default or fraud, section 447 for every officer in default and the company shall be liable to 5 times of the amount involved up to 10 times or 10 crore whichever is higher. This was it, and next section is personalization of shareholder. That means you're not being the shareholder but you pretend to become one for the benefit, where the person depicts to be the owner of any security, warrants or coupon, obtains or attempt to obtain security interest warrant or coupon, or reserves or attempt receives or attempt to receive any money due to such owner. Fine is 1 lakh to 5 lakh and imprisonment minimum 1 year up to 3 years. Here is time for issue of share certificate of security, section 56, subsection 4. Dividing into 2 months, 1 month and 6 months. Within 2 months from the date of incorporation, subscriber to the memorandum of association, and from the date of allotment within 2 months, share certificate shall be issued. For the purpose of 1 month in the case of transfer and transmission, and 6 months for the allotment of debenture. In case of default, company shall be liable to fine, which shall be 25,000 to 5 lakhs, and every officer will default from 10,000 rupees 1 lakh. This I'm missing on this. Let me help you. It shall be this shall be kept for 3 years and expiry. That means the old insured surrender certificate mentioning the defaced or cancelling immediately in the board letters be kept for 3 years, and the expiry from the receipt by the company. Pass a board resolution for destroying such in presence of a person authorized on this behalf. So let me take you to this once, and that'll be the end of the video. On surrendering of the old certificate, it shall be cancelled, defaced by mentioning in the bold letter, shall be kept for 3 years by passing a board resolution for same, and it shall be done in the presence of a person authorized in this behalf. So this was your section 46, 56 subsection 4 and section 57. With respect to the chart and the tabular form which I create, there is a link below for WhatsApp. Do join, and all the best for your exams. I can share you the chart and everything which is so required. Thank you so much.